Hey there, welcome to another episode of It's On Us podcast. This is a podcast based in Lorain, Ohio. There's 5 of us on the podcast. My name is John. You're going to hear Ash, you're going to hear Cliff, Gabe, and Jacob as well throughout these episodes. We hope you enjoy. We hope you tune in for another one. We try to release every Tuesday, so please keep a lookout. Put us on your Spotify list. We want to see you next year. Spotify Wrapped. IOU to the moon.
The cookout, at least it's like out and about. But
right, you see it made fresh on the grill. Yeah. And shit. Usually it's in the kitchen. You
shit like macaroni salad.
No, what?
Just imagine
if you could have it like.
Just imagine like the dust and shit like in someone's house and like.
Okay, first of all, that's. But you gotta think, it's usually made in a clean kitchen, then put into a clean.
You don't know that.
Debatable. That's fucking debatable.
Here, okay. So when I grew up, I see my mom do it in a clean kitchen.
She washed her hands.
See, yes. Okay, but you're looking at it from your perspective of your history, not what actually,
No,
your coworker's like digging in his ass. I'm gonna get you some macaroni salad. I'm bring it tomorrow, bruh.
Don't eat his shit. No. Oh yeah, you don't touch his shit.
Nah. But you don't know. He was digging in his ass.
No, I'm saying that's why you don't eat his shit, because his macaroni salad's spicy from digging in his ass.
And after you eat, do you like it?
Just
that ain't paprika. That ain't paprika.
I'm just very. Foot in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very I like things that are like brand new in the package. Like, oh, here's some cinnamon rolls from Meyer. Okay, great. I know that at least there was some standard that went into making these.
You never know though with big corporations too.
But
there's probably rats and shit in that warehouse.
True, because like
man, you ain't never seen videos of people getting like bugs,
like rats and stuff
wrapped in their shit.
That's why they say you should like wash the top of your cans and shit.
I know, but if I gotta trust Jeff down the street making shit and.
So you're not gonna trust Bruce at the warehouse putting the shit in the packaging for you either?
I trust Jeff.
You just gotta make an astute observation. I think it just depends on who's giving it to you.
True,
really.
that's true. That's true.
So, don't say no names. Mm-hmm. But is there anybody at your job, if there were to be a potluck, you'd be like, "No, I'm not eating that," and you specifically knew they brought it?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm just going off perspective of like just thinking about people and like how I make food. How I'm like so fucking not like erratic, but like I'll be on my phone, so my phone's all dirty and shit. I'm touching my phone making food, and it's like, well, it's for me, so I'm not gonna wash to my elbows and fucking doctor this shit. But at least I have some care, but not.
No, all I'm saying is
is everybody gonna have the same care that
you have kids, right? Say you had kids, they come home.
I have kids.
Right, and they say, "Hey, our teacher brought us in muffins today," but then you find out that the teacher gave the kids cum muffins. Bro. How do you respond to that?
Oh, I'm squaring up.
What if the teacher's a girl?
Squaring up.
No, we do not promote that.
Oh my god!
I'm fucking her.
Would you not condone domestic violence?
Nah, that's crazy though. I mean, you can't serve that. That's where it goes into. I'll trust the muffins over at Meyer compared to Sally's down the street.
Sally's special down the street,
right? She got that extra icing.
It's Sean's special, not Sally's.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh,
that's gross as fuck. Why would they do that?
Yeah. What is there? Was there a reasoning?
Yeah, like, did she?
I just heard it on the radio, and then it was weird. Just like hearing it though, because why would you? What possessed you to serve these to kids though?
It's nasty.
Who's weirder, the husband that goes along with it, or the?
Well, I mean, they got to be weird individuals, all together, because like that's something that you collaborate on.
Did she lose her job?
That's
Do you
very
know? Okay, thank you.
She should be. Go to jail for that.
For real,
because
that's kind of like. I don't know what that
is. That's horrifying, because that's something that
now I'm thinking about that
could mess up somebody's psyche. Just the parents, the kids, everybody involved. Like
that glaze on that donut ain't glaze, if you know what I mean.
But I mean, that's the world we're coming into, though, because with everything moving forward, I feel like people's minds are getting warped, and like people are doing just weirder and weirder shit. It's not like I was just talking about this with my coworker at my job, and she says it's not like when we grew up. Like, for instance, everybody here, y'all been outside most of y'all life, like from the ages of like 8 all the way up till even when we were 17, 18. We can be out all day till the street lights come on. Nothing would happen. We can go to people's houses, trust their food and certain shit, and the world wasn't as bad. You had to watch out for kidnappers and certain shit like that, but for the most part, the world wasn't as bad as it is today. Nowadays, you can't even trust your kid being outside by themselves, let alone taking food items from a teacher. You know what I mean? It's just this world is just weird. It's nothing like we came up in.
You gotta like be kind of like protective. I don't know, and it's how far do you go? If, like you hear stories like this, and it's like, I'm a fucking I'll make the muffins. I'll know that I'm not gonna put my cum in the muffins.
So look, that type of story would make me like even now as a parent makes me want to just pack my kid's lunch going forward. Like I don't even want my kid to eat nothing from the school.
Well, this
What do you got, Jacob?
so this story was actually published in 2020. So it's a couple years old. Don't know how it made its way to the internet now, but it's a Louisiana teacher and her sheriff deputy husband.
What? Either sheriff coming to
They're
muffins?
sued for serving
Crazy.
students cupcakes tainted with body fluids. Here's are some of the takes from it. Lawsuits filed against him.
Of course.
He's the
Claims
But
Cynthia.
that explains why it's taking so long for it to hit the media because he's a cop and he can push it back and
They can cover it up for a couple years.
Cynthia also showed a student explicit photos and took video of the girl. The couple were arrested back in October.
What does she look like? What do they look like? Do you ever? Can you show me a photo?
I don't got a photo. Let me see. Oh,
I'm about to say I definitely see a mugshot right there.
She's the real dirty damn.
Man, real dirty damn. Zoom
They
in.
look trifling.
Zoom in.
You like somebody I work with. Hold on.
Yeah, muffins lately at work.
Man, look at her
hell no, I
forehead
ain't none
though.
of that,
God
no.
damn, bitch, look at that forehead.
Mega mind.
Like she was trying to get fired. Like,
well, yeah. So that was the whole story.
She looks crazy.
yeah, that's fucking.
What was her name?
Her name was Cynthia.
That sounds like some Cynthia shit, man.
Reminds me
What's
of
the dude's
Yeah,
what's the
that
dude's
crazy
name? What's the
looking
dude's
dog.
name? Jeff.
Dennis.
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 Dennis the Menace.
Cynthia and Dennis
Dennis the
Perkins. God.
It's like
We all some sick fucks.
You know what? I hope both of them get their food glazed every time they eat their meal in their correctional
They
facility.
might not
But
last
that's not bad for the female if you think about it. She's probably into that already. She definitely ate a cupcake. She giving them out 100%.
I hope
She got to see if it tastes like it or not.
Hopefully, then she gets steamers. Put it that way.
Jesus Christ! Like The Help. You seen The Help?
oh yeah, that's
It's a movie about she's a maid back like on a plantation and like during slavery and shit. Long story short, she gets fucked over. She ends up being an author, but she can't let the world know like she's a black author because it's the #1 selling book and everybody's like on ass about it. She ends up going back to the person who fired her. She baked her a pie and she put her shit in it.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Is that no?
That
is
is
real
a
story?
great movie.
Is that a
I
real-
think that it
it's a-
might. I
it's
think it is a
story.
real movie.
I want to say it's
Or,
a
yeah,
real
real
story.
story.
Now,
That is a great
When
movie.
you say shit, like her actual like
Shit.
feces, like
Yep.
in the pie,
Uh-huh.
and people ate this pie.
No, this
Yes.
one, just the woman did. I don't think anybody else ate it. She definitely ate it though.
It's like, oh, this is great.
She was like, "Yeah, this pie is good." Like you're. She was like, she was considering like hiring her back. It was so good. It's a good ass movie, man.
It is, yeah.
What's the girl from How to Get Away with Murder? You ever seen her?
Kerry
Okay,
Washington.
I know what
Kerry
you're
Washington.
She's the main character
Okay,
in the
gotcha,
movie.
gotcha.
She's a great actress.
Oh man.
What's her name, Jacob?
Kerry Washington.
Okay.
While I collect myself, Jacob, bring us in real quick after that nasty ass story.
So welcome back to another episode of It's On Us. We got the crew plus.
No,
What's the OG
this
crew?
is the OG.
OG
like,
crew
you
member.
talking about Jordan 1 classic? No, this
Hey,
is
man.
like different type of
He's like
classic.
Prince
right
Machiavelli. He went
This is
missing
like
and now
this
he's
is like
coming
a
back.
this is like a PE. Only select few get made.
This is Larry
Yeah,
Bird
yeah.
from the corner.
oh.
I'll take that.
Oh, Jacob actually came up with a good one. All right.
All right, see why you gotta
Stop.
do that though?
See,
Stop.
I'm sorry, but we are talking about the one and only Bryan.
Hey, fellas.
Yo,
Good to
yo.
be back.
We
Hola,
missed you,
El
man.
Toro.
We did. Yeah.
Bryan was one of the original 6. He helped get us right. He said, "Hey, look, you guys need to put a carpet down or something. You know, noise bounces too much." I said, "Oh shit, I didn't know that
everything,
shit."
the tables, the
Let's just say
microphones.
we
You
wouldn't
brought
be where
me
we
at the
are
table.
today without this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We
yes,
would
sir,
not.
yes, sir.
Strong ass foundation. Bro.
No, can
He
we
gave
clap
us a
it up? Can we
blueprint.
clap it up?
Yeah, damn. I didn't know it was gonna be this warm. Welcome.
Yeah.
I'll take
We
that.
clapping and everything.
Right.
We missed you, man.
Yeah, missed you guys.
All right, Jacob. What
We
about the
do
rest of
miss
us,
you.
bro? Like, it's not about him.
Oh yeah, then we got Osh,
Yo,
Speedy Gonzalez, that guy Cliff.
who's Speedy?
Jesus,
Who's Speedy
wow! I
Gonzalez?
just get Speedy
Man.
Gonzalez. Like,
His
me,
name's GP.
Oh. He got a bunch of nicknames
Or
that we
Gabe.
established.
GP or Gabe.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Me, myself, Jacob, and
Glizzy.
Glizzy,
what about John?
Me, fuck you,
Damn, man, you
fuck
didn't
you,
fuck
man.
this all the
and
way
Mr.
up.
SS.
Man, fuck off.
Mr. SS. Everybody, I just want to
Slim
apologize
Shady.
for that sloppy intro. I don't know what Jacob is on. He had one shot of AV on, and now he flying high.
loopy.
Right.
He's loopy.
The original crew. Thank you guys for listening. It's been an honor to have Bryan back in the building. We had a great weekend so far, and it's going to continue. So,
Well, first things first. How's Boston?
Park the car.
I'm gonna park the car.
It's good. It's real cool. East Coast is definitely different. Everything shuts down real early. I don't know if that's just like a Massachusetts thing or what, but it's been a rough couple days drinking till 2 in the morning. You guys are nuts.
You told us like 9:30 things shut
Yeah.
down.
Boston
Really?
on some take your ass to bed.
they
got work
got a
tomorrow.
good, they got a good sleep schedule for sure.
Curfew, motherfucker.
Yeah, if you're out at like a restaurant or something or a bar, kitchen closes at 9 and like you gotta be out of there by like 10.
Oh shit.
Liquor stores, all that closed 10.
That's a good, like, I hate to say like control method, but it's like very good to like control the population. Like, get the fuck home. Like, go home.
But that's weeding out like all like the actual drunk drivers
Issues
and
and,
like,
yeah,
people
that's
who
true.
shouldn't be out that late doing shit that
Nothing
they
good
shouldn't be
happens
doing.
after 10 o'clock anyway.
That is true. I say 12. Nothing usually generally happens good after 12.
Say 11:30.
The only thing open after 9 are legs and bars. That's what I heard.
I like that.
Wow.
Speaking of open stuff, how's the clam chowder?
It's good. It's good. I had a crab cake the other day for the first time. Shit slaps. Good seafood, sushi. Yeah. I actually have been getting into ramen. Yes.
Man, ramen is smack, bro.
It's so good.
But on
Hell
the
yeah.
Naruto shit.
Yeah.
It's good as fuck, bro. I tried to tell you that. Who sent that link the other day? Yeah, that ramen shit is good
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck.
isn't there one over on Broadway now?
Yeah.
Somebody shoot me the address to that place. I'm gonna take my stepson there. I think he would really love that
That
place.
shit
Only
is-
because he really loves.
I heard
Naruto.
it's good. Is it like what is?
I've
ramen
never,
exactly?
like
What
ramen
is-
is just ramen, but you can just make it any like.
Like put eggs in it or meat.
Yeah, you can put
Yeah,
whatever
so you
you
do like
want.
an egg and
Fuck
do
it, I
like
might try to go
pork
there.
belly and shit.
It
in
sounds
there.
crazy, but it sounds like you can make it's just a break.
It is, but it's more. It's more not expensive. It's more fancier.
a Japanese break.
fancy break.
Yeah, yeah.
For those who don't know what a break is, this is like a.
Say, what is it?
You don't know what a break is?
I was about to
Cliff,
say
Cliff, you want to break down what a break is to John?
You know what it is, John? Or B? All right, cool.
I need.
So if you ever been locked up, a break is like a mixture of like ramen noodle. You put like sausages in it, just like a mixture of like things.
Slim Jims, Doritos.
Anything
Whatever
you get your
you
hands
can.
on. Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Put some flavor on that shit.
Yeah, it's a fancy that.
And it's
Okay.
like a quick meal.
Got you. Okay.
Because ramen is,
Yeah, and ramen is like
universal.
the main foundation along with
Gotcha.
Doritos and Slim Jims.
Interesting. Okay. Hey.
Yeah, I get it with like pork belly and ground turkey. Ooh, it's good.
Is pork belly fatty?
Yeah, it's a little bit fatty.
Yep, I'm cool on that.
See, people like the fat part of
Fat
shit.
means flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact because Gordon Ramsay says he puts fat in all of his burgers just for flavor. He puts like 10% fat.
Nice.
Little
That's
fun
different in
fact.
a burger than
Yeah.
pork belly.
True. Pork fat, beef fat. It is different.
No, not even. It's a two totally different textures.
True.
I mean, I could do 10% fat in a burger. That's cool. I can run with that. Not no pork belly.
No, no, no.
That shit
I
gotta be
feel you.
fried, son. Give me them chicharrones.
But yeah, and then another big thing is the streets. You gotta remember, like streets in Boston and whatnot. They were created like 200-300 years ago and haven't been touched.
Really?
The direction of these roads don't make a fucking sense at all. Like it's crazy, and there's no street like lights. So on 90, so 90 actually runs all the way to Boston. So I take 90 east when I drove there just for 10 hours, and I'm there. You don't get off anywhere. But yeah, there's no street lights. People just drive fucking crazy because like the roads, like somebody explained it, like you look at like a map, like the New York road system, and it's like squared off, like perfect, kind of like grid. Boston's just like a bunch of circles and shit. Like none of it makes sense.
So you can't make any sense out of like direction there.
I mean, you eventually, but it's rough.
Is there a lot of
It's a
one
regular
ways?
thing.
Mm-hmm. One ways. Yep.
Is it worth having
It's
a
like
car
Leary
there?
then.
If you live downtown, I wouldn't recommend having a car. But I live about.
Nice.
Favorite non-restaurant that you cannot find in Ohio?
There's a couple like oyster bars that are downtown Boston that are just phenomenal. So like, go back to the whole slurp thing like, with the oyster I had for the first time. That's delicious. Just anything seafood related out there.
Eating on
Lobster
some
roll.
aphrodisiac.
That just costs like caught daily. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
lobster.
fresh.
Caught fresh.
Lobster
Yeah.
rolls. It's all market price. They don't tell you like how much it costs on the menu because it changes like daily.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, I mean like king crab, snow crab, crawfish, shrimp. Like I love seafood. So.
Same.
It's really
see,
good.
I've only had it once because I can't afford it, but
It is expensive.
Yeah.
What about the tea there? Have you had any like special kind of tea in Boston?
No specialty. They got a big boat though that just kind of sits in the harbor that you can actually go on and throw like a fake box of tea off.
Is that like the same boat where the Boston Tea Party thing happened?
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what that was. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of cool. That's historical then.
Yeah, someone's. I think we were talking to somebody. They said it was like more so like a tourist attraction. It's like you go. It's for like kids and shit.
Right.
Lobster rolls are good. You guys got to try a lobster roll one time in your life.
What does a lobster roll consist of?
So you can get it either cold or warm.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend warm. I like it warm, but it's just like a hot
That's
dog.
what
It's like
she
it's like a fancier hot dog bun, just full of lobster and butter and hot butter.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's good.
he said a roll. I mean,
Oh, you heard hot dog and glizzy.
bro, did I?
Man, ain't he?
Hot dog bun?
Lobster
glizzy
bun?
bun?
What?
Now, when I visited Bryan in Boston, I think it was either we had that lobster roll. I had a lobster roll with you in Lyria, I think afterwards, and I was like, no way. There's no comparison.
Oh,
Like,
no shit.
Bet not.
there's no comparison. It was good. The one in Lyria was good, but the one in Boston was like,
I don't think
richer,
I've ever had
better.
a lobster roll.
oh, so good. Just the meat, like the texture, like the everything was so good.
It's pretty good. Seafood is pretty good. I'll give them that. They got that down. Sushi, good. Yeah, that's about it. A lot of Brazilian food. Because where I live out, there's like a very high population of Brazilian. So, but yeah.
Nice.
No, that's awesome, man. So again, thank you for coming back, Bryan.
Oh, yeah.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
joining.
you the most.
You
So
guys got to all come out to the East Coast. You guys got a place to stay.
So do you not consider Cleveland or Lorraine? Well, I should say Ohio, I guess then. The East Coast?
Not anymore.
No.
No. First, that snow, like blizzard bomb thing that y'all didn't fully get, we got fucked with it. So that's East Coast.
wait, we only got partial of that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got like 3 feet of snow in like a day.
Shit.
And it went on for 2 days.
And the whole city just shuts down. Like nothing's open.
It's like, you know what? We're not even going to entertain this right now. We're just going to say, see you tomorrow. Maybe a week from
It's
now.
like 2
We'll see.
days. Like you got to go to a grocery store or else you just
You're
nothing's
screwed.
open. Yeah.
Wow. Shit.
Now it's like they get a lot of snow. Like East Coast, like Boston, they get snow. You guys get more so like ice.
Okay.
So they don't
Because
get
of,
as
like,
much
the
of ice. They get more like just snow.
Yeah. Yep.
Man.
So that would be that difference.
So we recently had the All-Star game in Cleveland this past weekend. You were able to go. You talked about your experience last week of how you went to the rookie All-Star game. You know, you went Saturday night to Cleveland, just enjoy the atmosphere. How was it? Well, how was the All-Star game?
To see Steph Curry go off for 50 in person, I'm sorry, Cliff, but this shit was amazing. Like, that shit.
I mean, watching it on TV.
And it's like nonchalant as he's doing it, though. You're like, okay, couple threes here, couple threes there. Then you look up, he's like, oh, he got fucking 29, 28.
Me and Shanta were watching the game, and we're like kind of enjoying. Like this dude is just like not even trying. He just turned around and was like, "Did I make it?"
He literally has it down to a science where like he throws it up and then literally turns around and asks the crowd like, "Did it go in?" Okay, cool.
knew-
He takes off like he
knew
knows
it
like
was
his
going in.
automatic shot. But All-Star game was amazing. Cleveland needed that though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's projected $100 million in revenue.
that's good.
Like, and that just shows an importance of how an All-Star game can affect your economic system. Like,
How even like a sport,
Right.
You know, some
Any
cities
sporting event.
don't have sports even. You know,
Yep.
just imagine the impact that it had. But you know, on the other coin of that, you also have the stadiums and things that are funded by tax dollars that are, you know, that could be going towards other things, but they're going
I
towards.
totally agree.
So there's that end of the coin or other side of the coin. But 100 million.
Yeah, some bigger cities really don't have all 3 major sports like we do. I mean, there's like, and if it is, it's like the big cities: L.A., Boston, New York. It's kind of, you know, we're kind of fortunate to have 3 major, you know, professional sports in Cleveland.
No, because last year we had the baseball All-Star game.
The year before,
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
2019. Yep.
And then now this.
We had the draft last
We
year.
had
we had the draft last year
The draft last year was pretty
for the
fire.
NFL.
Okay.
So we're on our way up for sure. I think Cleveland is definitely situating itself with a new mayor and everything. I think that they're doing a really good job. That people are investing in. You can see it. It's clear investment in the city. So
Shout out to the mayor. I bust his ass for 32.
Right.
So No, it was even watching the the
Celebrity game
game was pretty
was
cool
cool
to
on
look
TV.
at too. Not a lot of like A-list celebrities, but like it was cool to get people out there to
Right.
know,
Too bad.
support Cleveland.
Too bad we'll never have a Super Bowl though. I don't think.
Never say
You don't
never.
think, well, since it's not covered, right? Since it's not a covered stadium.
Yeah. Well.
It's
yeah.
just the time of the Super Bowl. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. If it's,
February is unpredictable in Ohio.
right.
And they want to make sure it's because they got a bunch of fan experiences, which is cool. But at the same time, you guys can have it in like Canton because Pro Football Hall of Fame was there. You can play with that a little bit, but it can get snowy.
It has to be in a dome.
I think they have like the next 10 years planned out for it.
Well,
I actually heard
years
LA is
advance.
going to be one of their hot spots too. They said this was one of
I think
their
it's going to
more-
be in LA next year.
I think it's Arizona next year.
It's in
'Cause
No, it's in Vegas next year.
No, Arizona, then Vegas.
because it was one of their more profitable Super Bowls, just with people showing up. I think they're going to choose hot spots on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a snow Super Bowl would kind of be a cool twist, though.
Like
would
back in the
be.
day, they didn't
You know
care,
what I mean?
but then it got more about money and we could actually capitalize this on this much instead of this much.
I mean, but back in the day, there was how many teams? I mean,
True.
It would be cool to see like a Super Bowl on Lambeau Field, though.
the first ever one.
Yeah.
The first Super Bowl was in Lambeau.
I'm saying they need to do that for like the 100th anniversary.
Right,
But-
yeah. Put it in Canton. You can't put it in Canton in like the 57th, Super
Right.
Bowl. Like, what significance does it have? If it's something like,
75th or 100th.
yeah.
But from what I've understood, I was listening on the radio and I kind of did the research. They haven't changed their stadium since it's been built. So
Really?
I don't know how many. It's going to be very limited to how many people can come
That's
in.
true.
I mean,
It's
they
not
might
like-
have added stands and shit, but
You're talking about Lambeau?
yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's actually just a field.
Yeah.
It's literally a field that you would find like behind a school or something, and they literally built
Yes.
the stands around it.
People, it's kind of. You ever been to a training camp in Berea?
Yeah.
It's just that's Lambeau.
You serious?
I swear to God.
Wow.
Yes.
That is just how Lambeau is. People's back door is literally the field. Yeah.
Wow.
Like they literally just built a big old bowl of seats around it.
That's pretty cool.
Mhm. And I mean, that's how you stay one with your community, like kind of like the team, and just
Because it's also publicly shared in Green Bay. It's,
That's dope.
they ride bikes, with kids and donate them for training camp. So Green Bay is a dope ass place.
But no,
imagine
It's got to
playing
be
your
more than
state-
sports. More than sports. You
Right.
know, if it expands into the communities, that's an awesome thing. So we've seen that with this.
Yeah, so that's $100 million poured into Cleveland. Hopefully, things
Get
transpire
them roads
from that.
fixed.
So, yeah.
Because these
Hopefully-
roads in Elyria, or I mean, on the east side, please, Lord, can somebody fucking fix these roads? Y'all got the biggest potholes in Lorraine on the east side. There's some giant ass potholes on this side of
Like craters.
man, like the size of Jacob's head.
Damn.
That's
Some
pretty
big potholes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's some big ass potholes if you're talking about that.
Okay, so what else we got today?
I don't know, Cliff. You killing me with these Zion and New Orleans
You ain't got to
questions.
talk about it. Just pick what you want.
No, I'm asking you. Like, do you think he wants to play for the Pelicans anymore?
I think he wants out.
But see, why? Because you just traded for C.J. McCollum. Him and Ingram are playing well together, and it's like he's only played one full season there.
Yeah,
and
he literally said, "I want to go to New York and play with his best friend."
I'm sorry, no, that's being a baby.
Okay, James Harden's a baby. And he got his
No
way.
doubt.
Sometimes you act like a baby. You should be understanding about
Yeah.
that.
When you don't get your way, you gotta do what you gotta do. You sit out games, you get fined, and
Act
then,
like a hermit, like he's doing. Nope, I don't want to talk to nobody. Come to me, do what I want, and then eventually, when he gets what he wants, he gonna come out and play and do what he wants.
That's
The Jacob
childish.
way.
But
Exactly.
But okay, he's played X amount of millions of dollars to play a sport. Like I understand he's a human too, but like they drafted you for a reason. Like why don't you go out and show out? Like to me that kind of shows like immaturity.
I mean, in a way, but he's 20, 21 years old. You're asking him to act like a 29, 30-year-old. It's not going to happen. He even said, like Osh said, because he did come out and say this, I want to play with RJ still. I want to be with my teammates. He's looking for familiarity. And, again, this generation of players is different. It ain't like the LeBron James generation.
I was just
or
going to
Vince
compare
Carter
it.
or Kobe Bryant, where it's like they took on that mantle. Okay, I'm going to be the savior. Nowadays, with these kids playing in AAU so much and shit like that, they want to like translate that into the NBA and play with their buddies. Do I think it's kind of corny? Yeah, but
I do.
It's corny,
as fuck.
It's
It's corny as shit.
Yeah.
But guess what? If they're gonna get to where they want to be and ball out and perform and put on something I want to see, then can I complain if he's averaging 28 on 60%, shooting good and everything? Then it's like, well, he got what he wanted and he's giving me what I want. So,
Right. But then you see that, failed experience with James Harden, complaining and getting his way, and he didn't perform. I guess he did perform, but he just didn't want to be where he was. But even though they made accommodations, they bring him to Brooklyn. It's like, well, now what do you want? Well, what more do you want?
oh, if he fails in Philly, it's over. His whole legacy.
And
sinks.
James Harden's what, 32? He's a fucking grown ass man complaining. So, to look at Zion and say, I shared those highlights this morning in the group chat, bro. He's a fucking phenom. Like, just ball out, play.
They brought people here for you to play with.
Lose your weight and play your game, and fucking you'll go to where you want to go. Just like LeBron did. He waited 10 years to leave. Well, 7-8 years. But
Exactly, and he's always played out his contracts, though. He's always did it in free agency, so I don't like when people say, oh, this is LeBron's fault. LeBron has always fulfilled his obligations,
right,
and then left.
Exactly, and that's like you said, different generation now. He's like, I want out now. I don't care about my contract. It's
And
like,
Kevin Durant did the same thing, so it's like I kind of get it. Yeah, they looked at them and kind of copied them, but they're doing it all wrong. Like, you
Yeah,
can't
I agree.
copycat and do it the wrong way, because James Harden is who they're actually copying. Zion is going by the James Harden model, and that's why I said it's bad for him to be doing that, because it shows younger players and just up-and-coming players, this is what you do to get your way. And don't y'all love how he just dropped weight and then had a bomb-ass game yesterday?
yeah, how'd he do?
Great.
Really?
He almost had a triple-double.
Did he?
27, 12, and 8 on 7 of 12 shooting, and he looks like he's in shape. And he did that in the course of 2 weeks. Like, how the fuck did you get in shape in 2 weeks?
My only thing with Zion is I would ask him, like, what do you want to accomplish by playing with your best friend? Because if you look at the long haul of, like, in the NBA of playing with your best friend, how often, like,
Are you
do
gonna
you
make it
really
to the
win?
ship?
I don't know, because maybe he wants to recreate that like Jordan Scottie Pippen like relationship where it's like.
But look at their relationship now, though. That's and I, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think Scottie and Jordan were the best of friends. They was solid. They was cool. That's my mans. But look how their relationship has turned out today. Like, they're on record for they're probably never going to talk to each other ever again.
No.
And they won 6 championships together with each other.
That's a fact.
So do you really want to risk you and your best friend's relationship? I mean, I'm not saying he's getting
Over
6,
basketball,
but but over basketball.
Trying to recreate what you had at Duke. I know
Yeah,
what
right.
you mean.
You know what I mean? And y'all didn't even win it at Duke.
You're right.
And y'all had Cam Reddish.
You're right. Okay, so this brings me to my next question. So would you,
You know what he
compromise
going
yourself?
for? Y'all played my player. He's going for that orange juice combination.
Yes. Rush,
Trying to do orange.
1 second. You bring up Jordan and Pippen, and they had the 75 anniversary team there. Do you think anybody was snubbed off that team? Real quick. This could just be a quick subject.
Yes, we already talked about
Yeah,
this.
what do you mean?
Well, no, nobody brought up some names that I heard on the radio that I thought were Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker.
Tony Parker got snubbed.
Tony
Bro,
Parker over
There's
Manu Ginobili,
a whole
100%.
list of
Okay.
people that got snubbed.
Okay.
I can go with Tony. Manu, no, he was a sixth man. He
Sixth
played a
man.
role.
Right.
If you're gonna put Tim Duncan on at 12, you got to put like
Manu.
Tony Parker somewhere in the 75. He's
Yeah.
got to be.
Top 40.
I would say Manu's top 100,
Yeah.
arguably. I mean, but
Well, then of course.
I got to see that 100 list, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's
that's
going
just
to come out
No.
probably.
Didn't Mono like bring the Euro step to the NBA?
Yeah, because it was here, but like he evolutionized it.
So
I think he's the one that put it on TV. That
And
makes
then
sense.
James Harden took it somewhere else too.
no, he just fucking travels now. Ain't no fucking,
Right, Brian? Is that a travel?
So
That's a travel.
answer your own question, Jacob. Who do you think got left off it, if anybody did?
I think we went back and forth. Me and Ash did. I think Klay Thompson, he got snubbed for sure.
Yeah. If Steph Curry's in there, then Klay Thompson has to
Yeah.
be somewhere in there too. Like again, same thing with.
Or just, with some of the single game accolades, he has with most points scoring in a quarter, like, that's pretty damn impressive. And you also got, 2 3 rings.
Who was 75? Who was the 75th person?
They didn't rank him, I don't think.
Yeah, they did.
No,
Yeah,
like,
they did.
okay.
They did.
They went
So
like
they
they
came
went
out-
like
Yeah, Jordan was like
When
one.
Jordan,
of course,
LeBron.
Jordan's one, but they
LeBron
went
was
like
two.
big men to like power forwards to like just guards.
Oh,
collectively.
maybe that's what they maybe did.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not like ranked by by position basically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And some of like the older players that got listed like aren't here, but like they
Mm-hmm.
played a role in how the NBA is today.
You know who I
like,
think got snubbed in top 20? D Wade.
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
I think he's top 20 because he won on his own. Well, he was the leader when Shaq was on his team.
Yeah, that's
a
an old
fact.
Shaq.
And it was exactly an old Shaq. And then like the fact that he could defer to LeBron, I gotta compliment him for that, because most people will let their ego get in the way. The fact that he passed the mantle and did what he had to do to get like 3 championships, I considered him the 3rd best shooting guard of all time behind Michael and Kobe.
That's a good example of like a good friendship that worked out though with like D Wade and LeBron.
But then my counter argument is they went 2 for 2.
2 out of 4, you mean?
2 out of 4. I'm sorry.
But you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, yeah, in that case, but
that's rare.
But that's also going to what you said with Wade giving up the keys to the team for Bron. When Jordan left and it was just Pippen's team, they won 55 games, and I think they were like a game away from actually making it to the championship again. Mm-hmm. So in his mind, he's like, I'm just as good, if not better, and I don't think they ever sought to see eye to eye about you're a plus player and I'm an A plus player. Let's not, you know what I mean? There's no A B or A C or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, I think you got to list it like Jordan was like A, Pimpin's like A1.
But I think that's where the problem aligns, because Pimpin doesn't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Because without you, I'm A.
Yeah.
Just because you hear, I'm not.
You know what's the best situation to compare to that? Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. He handed him the keys. Kevin left, and like Steph is proven, like, you know, I'm a 1A for sure.
Definitely. Now wait, Jacob, real quick, is it ranked or is
KD
it?
ain't never went on his own. So I don't.
The league did not rank them. Different panels of people, like different sports writers from ESPN or CBS or whatever, but nobody ever ranked them.
Okay,
the league did.
This is the top 75, no matter the rank. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
different outlets ranked them, but
So what is it? Is there a top 10 that it says or no?
no, none of the players were ranked.
No. So now, Ash, you had mentioned, what was your question?
Okay, so in regards to this and even more opportunity, so would you compromise yourself for a better opportunity?
No.
It depends on what I'm compromising myself on, though.
Right. Well, like we put in the example of, you know, Zion, you know, or LeBron going to Miami, or D Wade, you know, giving up his. Do you compromise that and win championships? Like this is one instance of that. So this better opportunity. This is transcends basketball.
This is even more than basketball. Just like in life in general. Like even when you're in a relationship, you have to compromise on some aspect to grow for a better opportunity.
Correct.
So I'm just saying, for you, what would you do?
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, yes. Okay, I take back my hard no to. It depends what the situation is. If it's something like major, life changing, then for a better opportunity, then yes.
Okay. So in regards to like kind of like this, what's going on in the world right now, there's a lot of like compromise that need to be done in order for us to, like, the world to be like civil and like work out. So like, do you think like what's going on like with the United Nations, that aspect should
The
it
whole
be compromising or
Ukraine,
like
Russian, United Nations. I don't know the United Nations part, but I think on the reasons, because I did do some reading, and the reasons why Russia invaded Ukraine is kind of like bullyish to me. And it's like, bro, like they didn't do it. You initiated this. Like, what was the point? Everything that I've read and educated myself on is like, you just want back your property type shit is the best, simplest way to explain it.
If you can't find a root of virtue, you know it was started in madness, and you know it was started out of ego and pride. Again, the fact that he didn't want Ukraine to be a part of NATO because he was paranoid. Yes. I'm going to be surrounded by my enemies and blah, 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 blah. Well, and like I said, you know, a strong leader, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. You should be inviting that if you're a strong leader. Only a weak leader is going to be paranoid about having, not trying to like hope, man, don't do nothing, Vladimir.
I was going to say, you're going to get us all killed.
But, you know, and it's just like, and again, I feel like this is all started out of his ego. Because he's trying to revive the Soviet Union, and I read in various reports he's still bitter about Russia losing the Cold War to us, so he's trying to like right that wrong. And it's like, yo, like, could you imagine if you won a fight against somebody 20 years ago and then they're trying to beat you up randomly in a bar when they see you out 20 years later?
Like, bro, never letting that shit go,
bro. Like, let it go. Like, your heart, like what's in your heart? You got that much animosity in your heart? You thinking about this shit 20 years later? And that's the only thing that I can equivalent it to is like he's mad over something that happened 20 years ago. You were in the KGB at the time. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't even running the shit, and like you're mad about your country losing. It's like, get over it. You've been running this shit since I was like 8 years old, so clearly you're doing something mildly right. Just keep it going. You don't need to like Jacob said, bully
Disrupt.
your way
Yeah.
and disrupting shit because somebody's looking for sovereignty.
He's been president there for like, there was only like a 4-year term he was off, but all the rest, like he's been president 16 out of like the last 20 years.
Since we've been 8 years old. That's what I'm
So
saying,
this
like-
is
No, he was first president in the 90s.
really
93 to like 93 to 97, and then he took like 4 or 6 years break and then came back to be president. Yeah.
I wonder why he took off.
So just to go back on what me and John were talking about before the cast started, we looked up his age, and he was 69.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of born into war already. By then. So if growing up, you hear your parents say how such and such is, this and that, and that is our land, and now you see kind of from what you were a kid
Okay, I see
being
where you're
taken
going with
away
this.
from you.
Yep.
Mentally, you are fucked up because you get brainwashed and thinking that they're not our equal and they that is ours. Like Chernobyl, like I asked y'all, Chernobyl used to be a part of the Soviet Union,
Right.
and
He went for it.
he got it. He has it right now. Unfortunately, they did have a shootout out there, and it is on lockdown for right now. And I think I'm not giving him no benefit of the doubt. It's wrong to do what he is doing, yes, but I think he is only acting out because this is what he knows. This is what he was born into. This is what he was raised on.
Right. This is a foundation of his knowledge. Like,
And
this is what he knows.
I don't think it's more of a bullying aspect. I think it's more of a.
He feels like it's a birthright because over there they take that shit serious, like what they're entitled to at birth.
I was gonna say almost not even a birthright, but it's just I don't.
It's just like all he knows. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's
normal
like
to him.
it's just secondhand nature, almost just fighting.
So he was conditioned pretty much, and like he was primed since he was a kid, and this is all moving forward. So you're trying to like
Think about how many videos we see nowadays with 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds with guns in their hands. We didn't have photos. They didn't have photos back then. Who's to say this dude wasn't killing people at 10 years old at war?
Right. Because there's a lot of young Russians over there now who are protesting and don't want to do it. And it goes back to what I said off air. Like our generation,
Yep.
the generation like right above us, like my older brothers, and then the generation under us, we want to obsolete war. We don't believe in war. We believe war is stupid, and we believe everything can be done through democracy or shit through the table. You know what I mean? In discussion.
And that goes back to here in the States. We got some old fuck, 80 years old, trying to pass our rights and bills for people that are our age.
Right.
Your interest of what you live in life is not ours, and it's not going to benefit us because we are in two different tax brackets.
And just two different age groups, because again we got them also passing bills doing like women body shit and women rights. Like, why are people over the age of 60, 70 determining what happened to young women's bodies now and shit?
Why are
They're out
people
of touch.
concerned about what women's bodies do when they don't do it? They don't have that,
Right.
They don't experience the same shit.
But from over there, it's war. We ain't never had a war in the States.
Civil
We done
War, that was
fucked
about
up
it.
Europe left and right with wars. I mean, the Civil War, yeah, but I'm talking like
It's not like
World
you
War
see
One and World War
two
Two wasn't
states
over
go
here.
against each other like
minus Pearl Harbor.
you Ohio.
Yeah, was everybody's wrong.
You know what? Let's knock on wood. We haven't never had a war over here.
That's what and think of how detrimental that would be for us. Yet over there, that's all they know.
I don't know.
That's
It might
all
be
it's been.
detrimental for our enemy just to be walking down the block. You think we normal civilians? You getting popped at by a normal crackhead or something like pop. Like even the lowest of low got guns out here. They got knives.
They don't want no. They really know they don't want no
See,
smoke out
and
here.
our location really helps us out because we are surrounded by water, basically. Canada and Mexico is our neighbors. So in Russia, he's nervous because it's all landlocked. I mean, he can get hit from anywhere.
Yep.
I'm jealous of Canada. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll explain why I was.
Why's that?
Because they got the North Pole protecting them from the top. Like everybody got to go through us to get to Canada. Like they protected for real. Like ain't nobody coming over the top. Good luck.
True.
Unless you coming with the Ice King. Like
Chill. Not the White Walkers. I don't want no problems with the White Walkers.
oh shit.
Yeah.
and before we leave the topic, prayers go out to Ukraine and everybody over there.
Big facts.
And
Anybody
everybody
that
who has family over
Yep,
there too.
I'm about to say anybody that got any relations with them. It's
Shit's
crazy,
sad.
man. But like, think about it. Like we were saying, I seen a report. Only 8% of our human race existence has been at peace. We've been at war.
How much?
92%. And I think it was 30. So when I read the article, it was 3,500 years, and that was in 03. So, you know what I mean? We've been at war. I know we
And
were at
still
war
with-
at 3. We only been not at war for what? I want to say 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 years.
No, but they just pulled out last year.
But
so
it wasn't considered war though.
Right. So that's why I said, you know, technicalities and shit. But I mean, still, I would say 90% of our existence, you know, has been at war, which is kind of sad.
It's got to be a change, man. We got money for war, but not money for the poor. Shout out to Tupac. But
Right.
that shit got to change, yeah. So, all right, Jacob, what else we got? You look intrigued.
I'm looking. Well, because John had a good one yesterday that I thought that was kind of important. He said he read an article about IBM being, it was corporate being ageist against the older employees.
Yeah. There was like internal emails that were intercepted or basically got a hold of, and IBM corporate was basically calling out their workforce, saying that they were they call them dino babies, which is a weird fucking term, but
dino babies.
Yeah, they were calling out the older people in their workforce. Saying basically, like trying to get them out. Like, how do we get them out?
Like the older people.
Look at that dino.
I was looking
baby
at that
over
the other way
there.
around. I'm like, how y'all gonna call us dino baby? What is that? I mean,
It's a weird.
I was kind of like, what?
That's some like nerdy term, like dino baby.
Because they're not trying to say baby boomers, anything that relates
True,
to that.
that's true.
And that's something that, again, I've been even noticing it, but I don't want to like make older people feel like the young people are ageist, but I feel like our age group do have a problem with like elders now, because there are some who are progressive with us. They can see the future, but there's a lot of people stuck in their ways. They don't really want to like give
It's
it
an
the
authority
times.
thing.
Yeah, and then they want to just like reign supreme and have like minor tyrant like not abilities but traits like over their businesses and the way they do stuff. No negotiation skills.
Their life skill, their skills, and
then the entitlement and privileges they feel like they get over other people. No respect given, but want all of it.
Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Let me hear you, Boston. I said, fuck out of here.
I don't think I've gotten one yet.
Yeah. Do you anticipate getting one though?
I think over the years I'll probably catch a little of it.
I give another like 2 years. He'll probably. come out
I'm walking here.
with a little tang in his voice.
And it's funny because it's hit or miss. Like either they got it or they
For real.
Yeah. It's either strong as hell or it's not there.
Oh yeah, knock.
Is there a lot of crime out there, you think?
A lot of homeless out by like the colleges and the schools downtown. A lot of homeless people. Central Square. A lot of homeless people.
This is what I want to ask you, because I watched it the other day. The town is Charlestown like a bank robbery town? Because they said that like in a movie. A lot of bank robberies going on.
Not no more.
Yeah.
No one hit you up for a heist yet, did they?
Yeah, no, I'm part of a heist team. Yeah. It is. What I was gonna say though, one of the things that I did get to experience, which was very cool, was the Boston Marathon. So the start of it is actually right down the road from where I live.
Ooh.
And there was like a restaurant that everybody runs by, but I got to see like the starting line for the Boston Marathon, and we went there and they shut everything down. It was real cool. And they run by you, so you're like in the parking lot of this restaurant, and then the main road's right there. So you're out there eating and drinking and enjoying, everybody's company, and everybody's running by. I was there was this one like drunk lady, and if I was a runner, I would have slapped her. All right, so you're like, the starting line's there. You run maybe a half mile, and then you get like this restaurant. She was probably drunk by this get-go, right? And all these people are running by, and she was like, don't worry about it. Good job. You only got 26 miles more to go. And I would have been like, lady, don't say that shit.
we
Like,
just started.
I already know what I signed up for.
Right,
Like
20, was it 26, right?
I would have been
My
mid-jaw, like, show me a
hamstrings
water
just
bottle.
cramped up thinking about that. Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Shut the
hamstrings
hell up.
tight. Don't say that 26 miles, bitch. Like, shh.
for fun. People just do that shit for
So she
fun.
said 26 miles. I'd be like, you only got 5 years to live.
Yeah.
Kept running. Like,
But no, that was cool. So
5 years.
Have you ever seen anybody
fuck.
like walking like by them or anything that might have been like related to the mob or mafia? Have you gotten any vibes like in the bar? Like, ooh,
not yet.
this looks like this belonged to a certain family out here. So.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Any wicked bar fights?
No wicked bar fights. It's just a lot of older people. It's like where I live. It's just older people, VFWs, and
Okay, that's chill.
Local, yeah, I mean, it's kind of chill. But there have been a couple of people that have chirped up with bars downtown, outside of Fenway. They get pretty rowdy.
How far are you away from Fenway?
I'm probably about a 25, 30-minute drive from everything. Yeah.
Not bad.
An hour train ride. So,
Do the people in Boston forgive Tom Brady?
oh, they love him.
Okay, yeah, that's the GOAT, man.
It's funny because they'll
Still good in the
they'll
hood.
have
Still
like,
good in the hood.
they'll wear like Brady jerseys in like Tampa, hats. That's like the usual get.
Okay, that's lit. I can fuck with that.
That's the
They
maturity.
fucking with the boys still. I got me. Hey, for all you Bostoners, I got me a Tom Brady jersey. I ain't worn it yet, but that bitch is clean. If I ever pull up, just know I got you. I'm fitting in.
I'm trying to explain
6 rings, man.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie,
Oh,
man.
7 of them bitches.
7, yeah, 7.
No, I'm
Tom
talking about
Brady.
Brady. Fuck the Patriots. bitch.
7 of them.
Yeah,
We got 7.
Hey, that's how they probably feel,
Right,
though,
right.
low key.
Oh yeah, they still think he's like a part of it. So like all those crypto commercials where it's like, I want to trade. You ever seen that one where it's like
Yeah.
Tom Brady's in a bar, the bartender's like, we don't want him back, and he's like, Tom Brady's like, I want to trade. He's like, all right, we'll take you back.
He gonna open up a TB12 store somewhere.
He already got
It's
one.
in Boston.
I'm 90% sure he does.
If he do, I already know it's sold out.
I think there's one
Everything.
inside of. There was one inside of the team shop in the arena. I do know that.
He asked for that specifically
Right.
because he got everything from there. Like that was his shop. Like
No, that was like his like
Nice.
closet basically.
yeah, it was. And if people want to buy shit, they can too. You know?
Hey, and he's like, just get some exercises for extra people. But when I pull up, hey,
free ski.
ain't it?
For the free ski.
Yes, 3
3.
stores.
In
One-
Boston.
I bet they be
No.
booming.
2 are in Massachusetts, and the third one's in Florida.
I would like to visit one of his stores. I bet they clean as fuck.
They need some TB12 gear. Nah, fuck that. I want another jersey, man. I got the white bitch. That one clean.
I want a blue TB12 jersey.
I want the like the throwback one, the red one.
Mm-hmm.
The old like the
Yeah.
AFC days, like them old days. And it was clean.
The old Patriot logo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good luck if you find that's gonna
Man,
be worth
for
a lot.
real. Speaking of jerseys, man, how many you got? Y'all any? I know you own some jerseys. You own any jerseys out there?
See, I got a bunch of. I collect Derrick Rose jerseys.
Okay,
So like I
That's lit.
team hopped with those jerseys, but that's really all I got.
clear.
No.
No,
When I was younger, I had like a LeBron and Carmelo jersey, and after that, I just stopped. I was like, I don't really like.
that's
it.
my next purchase is a LeBron one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never buy a LeBron jersey.
I had the Nugget Carmelo.
Actually-
one.
Did you?
Funny
Sorry.
story about jerseys.
Sorry, not sorry.
There was like I was 8 years old, and I was like, Mom, Dad, I want a jersey and a hat from every team. So like for 5-6 years in a row, I got a jersey and a hat. I got like the Eagles and a blank Eagles jersey. I got a
Blank?
Yeah, it was blank. Then I got a Randy Moss jersey and a
Okay.
Vikings hat.
I do remember the Randy Moss jersey.
I had a Cowboys jersey and a Cowboys knit.
Mm-hmm.
And what other teams did I get?
Who was the Cowboys player? You know?
I cannot remember. I had an Owens jersey. It was
Okay.
an Owens jersey.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I had another one. Hold on. I can't
Ain't that
remember.
when he cried for Tony Romo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my quarterback.
And then over the years, I've acquired a LeBron James jersey. Shasta got me a Kyrie Irving Christmas jersey for when he played for the Cavs.
Nice.
She tried to give me the Luka one with like the graffiti Mavs. That was just hard as hell to find. Hard as hell. But yeah, I do like jerseys. I would like to collect more. I have a signed one from Antoine Jameson, a blue one when he played for the Cavs.
Oh, we talking signed jerseys. I got me a Lamar Jackson one.
Ooh,
Nice.
Legendary.
that is.
But I got so many jerseys. I got a Kyle Ripken, Ricky Henderson, Tom Brady, Zeke. I got a Kobe jersey. I got 2 blank Indians ones because they don't never keep niggas. So
Right, never.
I'd just rather have my own last name with like 95 on the back because
fair
that's
enough.
me.
Yeah. Ain't
Nah,
going out-
I ain't switching teams.
Right.
You know which one you need if you ain't got it already? You need a Wayne Gretzky.
I was gonna get a hockey jersey. It was a Detroit Red Wings too, but it was like XL the one time I seen. I'm like, man, and it was at Gabe's in Elyria.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch was like $15. I'm like, man, if this wasn't XL, I'd have copped this bitch so fast. But I need like, I want to get a soccer jersey. I want to get a WNBA jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And then a hockey one.
I want a bronze.
Soccer, hockey, and then but I need a brown one. Brian and Jordan is like my last like actual professional athletes that I want to get.
I just need a Jordan one. I'm fine.
Man, that's so expensive. Man.
Mm-hmm.
See, my thing is, if I ever did start collecting them, I'm not going to get autographed, but I'm just going to frame them. I'm going to fold them. up,
Mine's
frame 'em.
is framed. Mine's is autographed and framed. Ooh.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to do with the Derrick Rose jerseys.
See, oh man, you keep seeing Derek. I want a Derek Jeter jersey too.
Mm.
That would be tough.
Yeah, that would be.
But I don't fuck with New York like that. But I mean, that bitch would be tough.
I will say though, I've got a little more respect for you Ravens fans because I went to a backer bar downtown Boston my buddy I work with is a Ravens fan too. Like
There's a
diehard.
backers bar in
Yeah, so
In Boston?
every team has a backer bar in Boston.
Oh,
That's pretty
lit.
fire.
That's lit.
That'd be fun to go to on a Sunday.
Wait, hold
just-
on. Like every team has a backer
Every
bar?
team. Yep. The Browns have one downtown. I went to a couple
Oh
times.
yeah, we should just all we should all plan a trip for a Sunday. We all plan. We break the huddle and we just all go to our own bar. See y'all niggas
That'll be
later.
all of us going to the Browns. He's just walking in.
Hey yo.
But I went to the Browns Baltimore game. I went to the Baltimore's backer bar with my buddy.
Okay.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Dive into our mental checks.
Yeah, man,
Let's
we should do
deep
that.
dive into the mind. I'll start it off. I, again, a 10 in disguise, but I am now, again, an 8 because due to the fact that I am extremely tired, I'm ready to go home, eat the leftover Gonzales I have in the refrigerator.
I'll see
And
you
I'm-
soon.
And I'm looking forward to playing Spider-Man later. I want to do that. And I'll probably create my My Player today on 2K22. That's what I'm
Luke on the cover of that?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I saw it somewhere for sale, and I was like, "Is that the newest one?" I didn't know if it was the newest one or not.
And I
You
might do
trying to
some,
lose or something?
I might do some crypto watching later, too.
What you got, a Xbox 360?
Yeah,
Everything's
Running-
at the tip right now.
I
It's
got
time to
Xbox
buy.
Live. Me and my one friend from
And I love you guys, and thank you for another beautiful Saturday. And B, thank you for
Yeah.
being here.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
guys.
having you, man.
All right, who's Jacob? How you
Pull
feeling?
it up, pull it
It's
up.
always me.
Yeah. How you feel, Jacob? Man?
Come on, Hufflepuff.
Damn.
I'm an 8.
How you say it like that?
I'm an 8.
I'm an A.
I can't
Like
really
you was
complain about
gangsters.
nothing.
I'm an
Chilling. Trying to think about some stuff that I want to accomplish, within the next year and stuff. And wanting to learn new things and stuff like that. Just, different things you want to do to improve on yourself. But, solid 8. What about you, Mr. Strader?
me, little old me.
Oh, God.
I'm good, man. I'm fucking great. I'm a 10 again, man. I'm just gonna go 10 again because this week my class ended. I turned my final in on Friday. I'm running into a high because I got my grade on Friday updated. The grade was updated Friday, and I was sitting really good. I showed y'all I lost 0.2 of a point, 0.2 of a percent the entire class so far. So if I fucking fail this final, then I'll fail the class. But there's no.
I feel like
there's no way.
if your grade was that good, you should not take the final.
Man, and how if you only fail that one thing the whole year, you failed a class? Like
That don't make no sense to me either.
Yeah. So
I don't like stuff like that.
I'm very.
At the minimum, get a fucking C on
it's
the
like an
year.
ultimatum.
I know, but I'm aiming for the A's, man. Gotta go for the A's. Gotta go for the
Oh, yeah, 100%.
perfection. Yeah, but perfect. So far so good. Brian's back in town. We went to the casino yesterday.
Yeah.
I lost. He didn't, but I was down.
Oh, you came up?
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little
Came
bit.
a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, all good things. So we're gonna get going here in a little bit. We're gonna see Ruby, my niece. Brian's gonna meet her for the first time.
Meter, yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
all
That's
good things,
awesome.
man. So perfect.
That's what's up, Gabe.
Me? Oh, you know me. Keep it a stack. I'm cool, man. I say like an 8.5, 9-ish. I can't complain. I'm just hungry. Once I eat, I'll probably be even more
No,
solid.
I'm
I
in the
ain't gonna
same
lie.
boat, man. Yeah, I'm like a 9.5. Got my machines working. I've been pushing, bro.
Bro.
It feels good.
Hey,
'cause,
I
like,
do want a hoodie, no cap. Oh, hey, and listen, Osh made us a fire ass hoodie. Once we start putting that bitch out there, let us know where to find them. We got you.
I didn't know if I was going to like it on a shirt. I do like it.
That shit was
You didn't like
gas.
the design because it's different and it's like not
No,
your norm.
no.
His
It's not
brain
because
can't
your fucking
concept.
comfort zone,
His
Jacob.
brain
No,
can't
it's not 'cause
concept
it
the.
had nothing
Yeah.
to do with that. I don't know.
You know what it is? You're a hermit crab, right?
Oh, my
and you're in this fucking shell. You don't want to grow from
Speaking
there.
of being a hermit crab, I hope you've been working out since this war broke out. I've been working out like an hour every night. I'm staying ready. I hope you're ready to defend your home front, Jacob. They coming for you, man.
I got it.
Coming for you.
Jacob be waving the white flag.
I don't want no problems.
Cassius Cliff.
Sleep with a pillow. Sleep
What
with a
about
knife
you,
under my
B?
pillow.
What's your mental on?
I mean, I'm doing good. I'd probably say like 8.5, 9.
Okay.
859.
859.
Ooh,
There.
sound like an area code.
No, like
Shout
Good
out,
night,
shout
yeah.
out.
But I'm doing good. Yeah. This I did a dry January to start the year off.
How was that?
It was great, man. It was the best decision I ever made.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So did John.
Yeah.
We did it together, yeah.
Yes, we did. I got drunk February 1st, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But
John said he
Oh,
waited
you
till
didn't?
the
Did
fifth.
you tell him?
Oh yeah, we talked. Yeah,
Okay.
I made it to Junior.
I'm about to say I made him cheat on one day, but it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
No, Jess came back in town. It was like we don't really see her much. So
She called him a pussy, and he had to do it. So.
Low key, she did.
you gotta
Yeah.
do it after that. But no, I'm good. It's nice to be back. It's kind of lonely up there.
Now we're gonna pull up on you pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna rock out for sure.
Eating lobsters and sushi.
Eggs
rolls.
Benedict.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I fuck some eggs Benedict up. That kind of sounded weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
It kind of did sound like dick. I'm like, dick? You fucking up a dick?
I said eggs Benedict.
Cliff, you got a gem for us?
You got a cliff note for us.
Oh, a cliff
Yeah,
note.
fucking
That's what we're gonna start calling it.
My
Cliff
fault.
Notes.
Hufflepuff looking.
Take out your pen and paper. Get your
Gryffindor
Cliff
ass.
Notes ready.
No, he ain't that cool. He ain't no Gryffindor. If anything, for real, yeah, he's just Hufflepuff. Like, I'm sorry.
There goes our train of thoughts right
Do
there.
would you judge me if I said I want to be Slytherin though?
No, I get that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because like they were kind of cool, but like you knew like. You know,
Them niggas is on some bullshit.
All right. Always go with the choice that scares you the most because that's the one that's going to require the most from you. From Caroline Miss.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salud.
Cheers.
Salute, salute.
To another good episode. To many more.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This has been another episode of IOU. Fuck you, Jake. Beat you to
We're
it.
not done. We're
Oh, we're not done.
never going to be done.
Oh, okay, we're not done.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I just wanted to end on that done.
We're done with this episode. Though. I had to make sure. All right.
And that is going to wrap it, guys. The episode is finished. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like it, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to follow us on all our social media pages at IOU Podcast 440. Again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the continued support. We'll see you soon. Bye.